Welcome to our virtual Fall Choir Concert. We have music from all of the groups, Concert Choir, Clara Lukes, and Vocal Jays so far this year. They have worked extremely hard through difficult circumstances to make this music together, and we should be in for a great night. Before we get started, a word of thanks to so many people who helped make this concert a reality, and who steered me in the right direction when my imagination got the better of me. The whole MAPS production team, including their heads Draco, Nathan, and Aaron, Travis running sound and lights, our accompanist, Mary Wade, our student musicians, Tanea Pillai and Aaron Arndt, our principal, Mr. Shannon Murray, and our superintendent, Dr. John Sample. This has been a lot of work to put together, and it couldn't have happened without all of the help of those people. A quick note about how this was put together and what you'll be watching tonight. This performance was recorded over several days in this space, the MHS auditorium, with students recording their sections of music over multiple class periods. All students are 6 feet apart and are masked to the entire performance, which is the same way we rehearse. This does affect the sound, so we have extra microphones and equipment to help get the best sound possible for this performance. It may not be exactly the concerts that you remember from years past, but a great way to celebrate student achievements so far this year. Even though this happened over several days to give everyone a chance to be here, if they weren't feeling well for a day, for example, we still have some students quarantined during this performance. It is a sobering reminder that even though we are doing all we can for this kind of performance, it's still incredibly important that we all do what we can to keep ourselves and those around us safe. COVID cases are still rising, and we cannot have a traditional performance until the climate of the county and the state is more safe. Now, hopefully everyone is settled into their seats because the lights are coming down and our first group is coming to the stage. We will have multiple performances from each group tonight, the first coming from the Vocal Jays. They will start with Charlottetown, a rousing folk tune that just keeps increasing in energy and momentum based on a single melody, and Ein Blümlein, which is a beautiful piece sung in German that is talking about the sun's warm rays opening up a flower. The poem is stunning, and the harmonies add so much color as well. Here are the Vocal Jays.
Charlottetown's burning down, goodbye, goodbye. Burning down to the ground, goodbye, Liza Jane. Ain't you mighty sorry, goodbye, goodbye. Ain't you mighty sorry, goodbye, Liza Jane.
Charlottetown is burning down, oh goodbye, Liza Jane, my Liza.
Charlottetown's burning down, goodbye, goodbye. Burning down to the ground, goodbye, Liza Jane. Ain't you mighty sorry, goodbye, goodbye. Ain't you mighty sorry, goodbye, Liza Jane. Charlottetown's burning down, goodbye, goodbye. Burning down to the ground, goodbye, Liza Jane. Ain't you mighty sorry, goodbye, goodbye. Oh, goodbye, Liza Jane. Charlottetown's burning down, goodbye, goodbye. Burning down to the ground,
goodbye, Liza Jane.
Ain't you mighty sorry, goodbye, goodbye. Ain't you mighty sorry, goodbye, Liza Jane. Charlottetown's burning down, goodbye, goodbye. Burning down to the ground, goodbye, Liza Jane. Ain't you mighty sorry, goodbye, goodbye. Ain't you mighty sorry, goodbye, Liza. Charlottetown's burning down, goodbye, Liza Jane.
Next up are the tenors and basses of the concert choir. They are singing Tell My Father, an emotional piece portraying a soldier who is not making it back home, passing along the words to tell his father after he is gone. The tenors and basses will be followed by the sopranos and altos singing Poor Wayfaring Stranger, a folk tune with a haunting harmony and quick emotional shifts. We hope you enjoy the tenors and basses and the sopranos and altos of the concert choir. For our next performance, we'll be hearing from Clara Lukes for the first time as a group. Clara Lukes is a new vocal ensemble at MHS this year, replacing treble choir. Clara Lukes is an auditioned ensemble of sopranos and alto singers who have at least 1 year of high school choir experience. Clara Lukes is Latin and translates to clear light. They will lead us off with a few pieces. First is Kikahihi, a German madrigal that replaces the German sounds or replicates the German sounds for cluck cluck, which in this song is kokokodai, and cockadoodle-doo, which in this song is Kikahihi. We will follow with a beautiful Japanese-inspired piece titled O Lady Moon with clarinet and piano, and finish with a rousing call to the excitement of life titled Rhythm of Life. Please enjoy 3 pieces from Clara Lukes.
Down the street last Sunday, feeling mighty low and kind of mean. Suddenly a voice said, "Go forth, neighbors," with a picture on a wider screen. The voice said, "Neighbor, there's a million reasons why you should be glad in all the seasons. Hit the road, neighbor, let your worries and strife spread the religion of the rhythm of life." The rhythm of life is a powerful beat with a tinkle in your fingers and a tinkle in your feet. Rhythm on the inside, rhythm on the street, and the rhythm of life is a powerful beat. For the rhythm of life is a powerful beat with a tinkle in your fingers and a tinkle in your feet. Rhythm on the inside, rhythm on the street, and the rhythm of life is a powerful beat. Have a growing congregation, build a glowing operation here below. Like a pied piper blowing, maybe keep the music flowing, keep the rhythm go, go, going, go, go, go. You recognize such a new sensation, upon a girlish congregation. Like a pie glowing operation here below, go, go. You make a new sensation, hyper glowing, maybe keep the music flowing. Like a pie rhythm, go, go, going, go, 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 go. Flip your wings and fly above. Flip your wings and fly above. Flip your wings and fly above. Fly, fly, fly above. You can do it if you try. You can do it if you try. You can do it if you try. Try, try, try to fly. Like a bird up in the sky. Like a bird up in the sky. Like a bird up in the sky. Fly, fly, fly. The rhythm of life is a powerful beat. It's a tingle in your fingers and a tingle in your feet. Rhythm on the inside, rhythm on the street, and the rhythm of life is a powerful beat. The rhythm of life is a powerful beat. It's a tingle in your fingers and a tingle in your feet. Rhythm on the inside, tingle on the street, and the rhythm of life is a powerful beat. Go, 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 go. Tingle on the street, tingle on the street, life is a powerful beat. To feel the rhythm of life, to feel the powerful beat, to feel the tingle in your fingers, to feel the tingle in your life, life, life. If you've got that rhythm of life.
Back to the Vocal Jays for their second set of music. They will finish off their set with Warm Up by Leonard Bernstein and Every Time I Feel the Spirit. Warm Up is a piece composed as a warm-up for one of Bernstein's larger works, but its catchy swing rhythm and rhythmic round make it a real earworm. Every Time I Feel the Spirit is a spiritual that dates all the way back to slavery in the United States. This piece makes references to the Underground Railroad and the joy of everlasting life. Please enjoy the Vocal Jays. The last two pieces from Clara Lukes are titled Miserere Mei and She Sings. Miserere Mei is a tense, yearning piece, written beautifully with clashing chords and moving phrases. It will be sung in Latin. That will be followed with She Sings, a hopeful and delicate piece about a child with music in their life. A fitting story and message at a time when singing is something we have missed while we are shut down. Please enjoy the last two pieces from Clara Lukes.
She sings
Lastly, we will have the concert choir finish out the performance tonight. Thank you all so much again for joining us and supporting the arts in Merrill. It is a difficult time, as you can tell, for live performances of anything, so any support you can offer local organizations and performers is more than appreciated. Just a few housekeeping things before we finish up. I send out a monthly newsletter with important dates and announcements. If you do not receive that and want to, as a parent or a community member, please call me at the high school or send me an email. My email is joshua.olson@mapsedu.org. We are going to see what we can do for the rest of the performances this year, depending on what it is looking like in the community, state, country, and world. But anything else that we are able to put together will be in that newsletter. Now, before we let you go for the night, Concert Choir has 2 more pieces for you as a full group. First, Shut-di-do, a Caribbean-style piece in a call and response structure. This piece has a fun rhythm and lets every section feature for a little bit of the song. The last piece is Exultate, a piece in Latin with a high-energy beginning and ending, and a calm, prayer-like middle that builds back up to the rhythmic and intense ending. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, and I hope we can see you all again soon.
Shut-di-do, keep out the devil. Shut-di-do, keep the devil in the night. Shut-di-do, keep out the devil. Light the candle, everything's alright. Light the candle, everything's alright.
Oh, when I was a baby child,
Shut-di-do, keep out the devil.
good and bad was just a game.
Shut-di-do, keep the devil in the night.
Many years and many trials,
Shut-di-do, keep out the devil.
they proved to me they're not the same.
Shut-di-do, keep the devil in the night.
Shut-di-do, keep out the devil.
Shut-di-do, keep the devil in the night.
Shut-di-do, keep out the devil. Light the candle, everything's alright. Light the candle, everything's alright.
Oh, Satan is an evil charmer.
Shut-di-do, keep out the devil.
He's hungry for a soul to murder.
Shut-di-do, keep the devil in the night.
And without your holy armor,
Shut-di-do, keep out the devil.
he'll lead you for dessert.
Shut-di-do, keep the devil in the night.
Shut-di-do, keep out the devil.
Shut-di-do, keep the devil in the night.
Shut-di-do, keep out the devil. Light the candle, everything's alright. Light the candle, everything's alright. Say hey, hey, hey. Shut-di-do, hey, hey, hey. Shut-di-do. You gotta shut-di-do. Say
And you won't be back no more.
I used to sing this song.
Shut-di-do, keep out the devil.
Papa used to sing it too.
Shut-di-do, keep the devil in the night.
Jesus came and took them home.
Shut-di-do, keep out the devil.
And so I sing this song for you.
Shut-di-do, keep the devil in the night.
Shut-di-do, keep out the devil.
Shut-di-do, keep the devil in the night.
Shut-di-do, keep out the devil. Light the candle, everything's alright. Light the candle, everything's alright. Shut-di-do, keep out the devil.
Shut-di-do, keep the devil in the night.
Shut-di-do, keep out the devil. Light the candle, everything's alright. Light the candle, everything's alright. Light the candle, everything's alright. Light the candle, everything's alright.
Exultate, exultate, Deo. Exultate, Deo.